Hey guys, Ron here, out and about outdoors. We're going to do a little kitchen segment. We're going to make us a steak. Not just any steak, but a venison steak. And we're going to use, no, not the Dutch oven. As much as I like using the Dutch oven, it's not what we're going to use tonight. Tonight, we're going to use the Griswold, right? We're pulling out the stops tonight. We got the Griswold frying pan. And tonight, right? Show me your steak. Show me your steak challenge, huh? Tonight, we're going to have some venison steak. So we're going to get this cook started. Got me here a yellow onion and my Mora knife. You know, the one that Happy Wander Bushcraft gave me, NW. We're going to use that to chop up the onion. Get that onion all ready for the frying and what we're going to use it for, okay? What I want to do is I want to take the onion, cut it in half, then we'll peel this down real easy. Cut the front, cut the back, right? Front, back. Here we go. Look, this is going to make peeling an onion so much easier by doing that, just like that. So we're going to take part of the onion, slice it up nice and thin. Okay, and then we're going to take the other half of the onion. We're going to take this other onion, chop it up kind of fine, because what we want to use it for is in our fajitas. Okay, we want to be able to put some in the fajita when we're going to eat it. Alright, so now we want to take our steak out and slice it up. There's a nice venison steak off that nice big doe I got back in hunting season. There we go. Venison steak. Nice container here to put it in. We're going to slice that steak up, and then we're going to put it in the bowl, and then we'll season it up. All right. What you want to do is we're going to be making fajitas with it. So the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to take the bone out. Alright? Because we don't need the bone in. Not for this. Okay. And we're going to cut the steak into relatively small pieces. Because we want it to cook quick and fast. I don't know if any of you ever chewed on a piece of deer sinew, but it can really make your steak tough when it's not tough meat at all. Right. And we're just going to keep going here until we have the whole steak cut up. Like I said, we want to get all that sinew off, but we want to keep as much of the meat as possible. As you can see, the people that butchered this deer, they did a pretty good job of getting all the stuff off of it that, you know, is unsavory looking. So when you get down to it, the meat looks pretty good. Looks like just regular old beef. And a good eating deer. Doesn't taste like beef, but it's not that far off. It tastes like deer. Alright, there we go. We got that steak meat all chopped up. Got rid of all the sinew. And, you know, we'll cook that up and hang it for the birds outside to peck at for the winter. Alright, good stuff for the birds. Okay, we got the meat all chopped up. Next thing you want to do is we're going to give it just a small amount of oil, about a tablespoon, give or take. Right? Because you got to have something to fry that meat in, and tablespoon's not too much. Okay, and then we're going to add this fajita seasoning. Stir everything up in the bowl, and we'll let it sit and marinate until it's closer to dinner time. Alright, I'm going to get it all turned up there. You know me, I'm a big bowl guy. I like to put everything in a bowl, season it, so that way you don't lose all those flavors to, you know, falling out off somewhere else. They're here in the bowl. Now it's on the meat. Okay, and we got that meat all seasoned up. We're gonna put it in the refrigerator and hold on to it till it's shredded lettuce with our fajitas. So what I like to do is I like to shred romaine. Now it comes in a box, or I should say it comes in a bag already for you to use it, but best thing to do is break each leaf off and wash it. Okay, because you know so many people get sick by eating romaine lettuce because they don't wash it. They take it out of the bag and they go right to using it, and you know it came out of a field somewhere and got sprayed down to get most of the dirt off, but it doesn't mean it's not clean, or that it is clean, I should say. It doesn't mean it's clean. So take some time, wash it before you use it. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple leaves at a time, shred it up. Okay, I'll give you a quick look at what I'm talking about as far as shredding it up. Just going to take a chef knife, real small, and do it real quick. All right, we're going to chop it up kind of thin. Like I said, it's only for me and my wife, so we're not going to use all this lettuce for her and I to make fajitas with. I'm going to do up a couple leaves, but I washed up the whole stalk because, you know, we will eat it at some point, so might as well wash it. Okay? So like to say, we're using romaine lettuce, but that doesn't mean you have to use romaine for this. Sometimes we use iceberg. It all depends on what's available at the grocery store. Okay? So this should be enough for me and my wife. I got some onions, and now we got some mushrooms we're going to be using in here, and they're already sliced up. Bought them that way. It's easier. Okay. We're using the deer steak for this. Okay. I'm going to put the light on here so we can see a little better. All right. Got that going. Just want to wipe the pan out real quick. All right. Make sure there's no dirt in there. Just give it a quick wipe down. Clean up the area here because we were chopping stuff up. Anyway, anything to get in there on the burner that could catch fire. All right, so there we go. Got it all cleaned up. What we want to do, we want to put a little oil in the pan. We're going to fry them steaks. Give that a minute or so to warm up. This pan's quite cold. I got it up on high, so it heats it back up here. Kind of cool in my kitchen. All right. All right, I'm taking the pan's hot. We're going to check it. Y'all hear that? That means the pan's hot. All right. Now we're going to add in here about 3 tablespoons of oil. All right. Use any kind of oil you want. This is just Western vegetable oil. We use whatever we can afford. Okay. I'm going to get that pan coated real good. Okay. With the oil. Let the oil heat up a bit. It's not going to take long. And then we have the meat, right? We have the meat here that we took out of the fridge. We're going to add that meat into the oil. Just want to give it one last quick spin here with the spoon, making sure it's mixed up real good. And then we're going to put it in to the pan. I don't know if y'all can smell that, but it smells good. And we'll let that cook a little bit. We've had this cooking a little while. What we want to do, right? We've got everything nice and browned up. Okay, we're going to take our onions and add them in. Okay. And we're going to add our mushrooms. I like a lot of mushrooms, so I'm just going to add the whole pack. Okay. Bang in there. Okay, so now we're going to let this all cook down a little bit. Alright. Just a little. Okay. You got it cooking a little while. You want to come in there, you want to stir it up. Alright. Get all them onions and mushrooms down in there with the meat and everything. You want to cook this now, you know, bring the temperature down, go medium, right? Medium heat. And we'll let that cook a little while so the vegetables get nice and how you say that, you want the vegetables to get nice and soft, translucent, because you don't want anything crunchy, you just want it cooked. Alright, at least I don't like it crunchy. Some people like it crunchy. Maybe you cook the vegetables any way you want, but I like them to where they're cooked. And that they start to make like a little gravy in here, right, with that seasoning packet from the onions and the mushrooms giving up their juices. And all that gets in with the meat. It's going to be so good. So good. You see, right, and you can see that as this starts to cook down, you get like this gravy developing in here, alright? And really what you want to do is you want that to coat everything. Alright, you want to turn your heat back up a little bit and just stir it to try to reduce some of that water back out. And get that as thin down as you can get it. You don't want to stick it to the bottom. You got to keep an eye on it. Alright? You can see this is all cooking down. Getting happy with each other. This is going to be good. Alright? Only need another minute or so to get the excess water out of there. Okay? Here we go. So you can see what it's starting to do right now. It's starting to get nice and thick. And starting to fry again instead of, that's from the oil that's in there. Okay, and that's telling me that it's done. Okay, so we're going to turn it off. All right, spread it out here a little bit in the pan, and let that rest. Okay, so we're going to use this here pan. It's a flat pan, flat cast iron skillet. Perfect for making pancakes or warming up your fajita, right? Your pita fajita, yeah. And throw that on there. It's good and hot, right? Just gonna let it lay there a couple minutes. Let it warm up. Won't hurt it. I need get me a got this. Woohoo! I'm gonna warm these babies right up. I'm gonna keep this nice and coated. I don't want it to dry out. Get that over there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make one of these up. See how the wife likes them. Okay? See how my wife enjoys that. What I like to do with them. Right. I'm gonna put some sour cream on there. Right. A little of the nacho queso, just a little. Right. Nice helping of the meat. Right. Some meat in there with some mushroom. Make sure we get her some mushroom. Okay, and some onion. Okay. Some mushroom. And then my wife's not an onion eater, so we won't give her any onion. But we will give her some lettuce. Right? We'll put some of that lettuce on there. Okay. Get this up off of here. It's starting to get hot. Okay. My wife likes the salsa, so we'll put some salsa on it for her. And a little cheese. And say, honey. Say, honey. I got one here for you to try. I know you don't want, my wife don't want to be on camera. At least not today. She ain't camera shaped today. But we'll leave the camera running. And maybe, just maybe, y'all can hear her as she enjoys this. Alright, we'll leave the camera running. And see how my wife.
All you're gonna hear is television.
See how my wife enjoys this. So what?
Thank you, dear.
So what do you think of that, honey?
Tasty. Thank you very much.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna go fix me some up.
Thank you.
Y'all want to try this at home? It's a great way to use up your venison steaks. I know some of you don't like venison steak. It's venison steak. Some of you don't even like the idea of venison steak. But like that, the venison steak never tastes better. Makes great fajitas. All right? So with that, I'm going to say see y'all later. Thanks for stopping by while we did some cooking in the kitchen. And till next time, may God bless y'all. All right? Take care. So there you guys go. Nice, quick, and easy way to use up some deer steaks. Now, I use deer steak in this, but you could use pheasant breast, grouse breast, rabbit meat after you debone it, squirrel meat, any kind of meat you want. About 1.5 pounds is what you need to make the recipe work really good for you. All right, go ahead, give it a try. See if you like it. And like I say, it's a great way, great meal. You know, it's good for you, and it's a great way to eat up your steaks and your wild game. Fajita meat. Right? Y'all take care now.